Okay, so get this shit. So I posted a status earlier of me and Mike at Steak and Shake, right? Me, Mike, and Tim, right? And I mentioned that he was rude. I was wrong. Dude's a fucking asshole. And I'll tell you why. I will. So, we get inside, right? And he's all like, he grabs the menus, he's like, how many? We were like, 3. He's like, alright, follow me. So he takes us to our table, right? Kind of just tosses our menus. You know, just tosses our menus. I was like, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna... I mean, obviously, I figured it was just kind of a movie. No big deal, right? So he comes back after we get settled. And he's like, what do you want to drink? And Tim was like, you have any, like, Mountain Dew or Mellow Yellow? And he's like, no. Just kind of just, no. And Tim's like, alright, fine, I'll have a Coke. And I ordered a drink, and then Mike had a menu with, like, a milkshake on the cover. And he's like, I want that. Right? And I was like, I think that's the birthday cake. He's like, nah, it's the M&M shake. You know, just rude. I'm like, okay. I don't think it really matters. You know. And so he gets our drinks. He gets me and Tim's drink first, because obviously the milkshakes take a minute. And then when he delivers Mike's milkshake, he literally tosses the cup. He like kind of puts the cup down and just tosses a spoon to him, like you know, it just made a noise. I'm like, you kidding, dude? Like, what's wrong with you? Like of course we weren't saying anything because we're sitting there like, okay, I guess the dude's bad mood. So then we order our food. He finally gets to us to order our food. And me and Tim decided to do that 7-7 burger. 7 patties and 7 things of cheese. He finished all his, I didn't, but not the point. So we ordered the food. Like, when me and Tim ordered our food, he was sat there like that condescending, like, fucking idiots kind of thing. Like, whatever, man. And Mike ordered, like, a plate of fries and didn't do shit. So then, like, as we're waiting for our food, you know, this guy's, like, he's like, will somebody get some goddamn fucking 2 things of apple juice? Like, and there's kids in the restaurant. Like, dude, don't go cussing around in the restaurant, man. Shouldn't, even if there's kids or not, but, you know. So, we finally get our food. He's like, you look good? And we're like, yeah. He's like, alright. And then, you know, Tim's like, not that you care, you know, because, like, dude was rude. And, like, so, like, he tried, and then, like, you know, we were sitting there, we're having our good time. He's like, you want me to clear your plate? You guys done? We're like, nope. Like, oh. And he's like, he kind of rolled his eyes and left. We're like, damn, dude. And then, you know, we heard him just talking, and we were like, man, like, he is mean, you know? Like, we were kind of intimidated. Or at least I was. I certainly was. And so we kind of just went on with our business. Then we hear the guy say, God damn it! Because when we got there, they had a sign that said no pickles and no bacon. Like, they were out of those. He's like, God damn it, I have bacon on it. Just ignore the order. Just ignore the damn order. And we're like, damn, dude. Like, no, go just shouting that in public, man. Like, like like the customer they were serving that ordered it was probably like, damn, dude, don't ignore my shit. So then he, you know, he comes and clears our stuff, and, you know, he's still, like, just kind of grouchy and everything. And he eventually, and we're sitting there, like, he gave us the bill, and we're like, man, one of us has got to tell him, you know, that it's separated, because as far as we knew on the receipt, that it was together. And we get to the counter, we're waiting for him, and we're all like, I ain't telling him, I don't want to tell him. So eventually, I drew the shortest straw, because, you know, life. And when I told him, I was like, just so you know, our stuff's separated. Like, our bill's separate. Like, I had one of the 7-7 burgers, and Tim had the other, and then, you know, that guy had the plate of fries. He literally snatches my receipt like that, right? And he points it to me, and he's like, that's why I separated with table 1, 2, 3. Like, I assumed your shit was separated. I'm like, Tim and Mike saw the, like, just look on my face, like, okay, asshole. And I was just like, okay, cool. You know, paid and stepped to the side so that Tim could pay, right? And, like, I made it clear, I'm like, I wouldn't tip this dude. Like, normally, if I get a bad waiter, like, I might even tip him a little. But, like, this dude didn't deserve half a penny from me, right? So, Tim, you know, just, like, he paid, and he's like, oh yeah, I left you a little tip on the table. Like, you know. And then we get outside, right? And we were like, what the fuck was that dude's problem? Like, that dude was so rude. Like, he was so rude. And, like, I guess he had some buddies outside. He's like, man, that is my favorite waiter. And, you know, and we're like, well, he was rude. And Tim's like, I'm sorry for that. And then they, said, like, hey, you with the fedora, like, put on a gay-ass shirt with that fedora. And we're like, dude. You know, we're like, I'm sitting there like, what is going on here, right? Because, you know, like, now we got these, like, we were mad enough about that dude. And then we got his, like, 2 buddies, like, ganging up on us, like, because they knew we were talking shit about him. And we were like, well, hold on, what? And, you know, they're like, I hope you get in a car accident and die. We're like, what the hell, man? So Tim said some shit, Mike said some shit. I didn't say nothing. I was like, what? I'm still trying to process this. I'm like, what even is going on here, right? And, you know, they just went back and forth. And then when we get in the car and start driving off, dude, the waiter comes out. And he, like, joins his friends, like, fuck you. We're like, what? Like, yo. And, like, we were just like, what the hell was any of that? So we took Mike back, and then we left. We were on our way back, like, to my house, right? And we were like, damn, we should have gotten that guy's name. We need to report that dude. So we called a buddy and send him in to get, like, a milkshake, just so we get his name. We got his name, and now, like, I think Tim said he was gonna write a review. I'm probably gonna end up calling the place, cause, like, that was the worst service. Like, what really hurt me was, like, the dude talked to me like I was freaking stupid about the receipt. Like, I didn't know. I don't work there. Like me, Tim, none of us knew. We just assumed it was all, since it was all in one receipt. Like, man, dude. like, I don't care what your problem is. Like, you are rude. Like, how do you still have a job? Like, you cannot have a job if you act like that. You can't. You just can't. Like, and I don't usually, you know, rant about people like that. Like, usually I'm the kind of guy who lets it go. But this dude pissed me off. And, like, the whole time, like, even Tim and Mike agreed with me. Like, my mom were here. Like, if mom dealt with that dude, he wouldn't have a job. He would have been fired, like, right there. Or gotten his ass kicked. Something. But, yeah, like, that was my night. That was a weird-ass night. Like, I went out hoping to have a burger with some friends, and then we end up getting... Dude ends up being a shithead, and, like, that's my night, I guess. Like, that's a great way to end a weekend off work. Well, I wanted all, like, I don't know, but, like, I was gonna make a stats about this, but I figured it would be a lot easier to just make a video and explain what happened. Didn't think it'd be 10 minutes long, though, damn. But, anyway, that's my night. And the one the Steak and Shake I'm mentioning is the one on 54th and Clyde Park. So the one by, like, Target and Craig's Cruisers and whatnot. Like, I am never going there again. I don't think I'll ever want to go to that one again. Like, because that, like, that's bullshit. You shouldn't be able to talk to people like that. Like, you shouldn't, Like, you leave your attitude and crap at the door, okay? Like, you don't get to treat people like that. That's rude. Absolutely unacceptable. Anyway, good night.